So good evening.
Hello.
How are you doing? We've got some info for you which we think you'll love. A chance to see major bands in tiny venues. A once in a lifetime opportunity to make that happen. So we've got that for you a bit later on. And we can see your team names going in. We've got everyone from Nottingham, Eastbourne, More Nottingham, Hove, Eastleigh, Munich, Staines, Portslade and Spain. So 1 foot in one country and 1 foot in another. So yeah. I just realised I haven't brought the sheets in with the questions. I shall go and get them.
Okay. Good evening, Bev. It's a little bit late. Might change that actually. Not 9:53. I'm going to make sure that you can, if you are watching and you're not watching live, I'll make sure there's a link. You can see how long you've got left until we start. I'll put that at the bottom. So let's have a look. We do 7 minutes. There we go. That should be fine. Thank you very much, Bev. I think you're talking about Mark there, to be honest. He's the one who's put the effort in with the shirt. I'm in a black t-shirt as I normally am. Right. Still wrong. Oh well. Still wrong. Oh well. It's 6 minutes till we start anyway. My clock doesn't seem to want to work properly. Good evening, Sue.
They're sticking to each other, they were.
And Fiona.
There you go.
Thank you.
We've not got a countdown timer.
No, it just wasn't working. Sue Lawrence is replying to herself. Where did that picture come from? Don't know. Cricket mad.
That reminds me I need to buy some paint.
That's a weird thing to think about.
You said cricket.
Okay.
Watch it dry.
Ah. Should do that. Oh, we've got a message.
We've got a message coming in.
Shan't read it out properly yet. We'll do that in a few minutes. You know who you are who sent me the private message. We'll do that in just a couple of minutes.
We'll do it just for the quiz.
Yeah. Hello from the Catch Business from Perthshire. Yes, we have checked on that. We'll work on it in a sec. I'm a little bit...
Can't see your mum in. Maybe she's busy. Oh.
Turn that off.
Turn my phone volume off.
To move myself a little bit. Because I'm not quite in frame there. There we go.
Cool.
Getting all technical. There we go.
So,
Hey up, me ducks.
So what have you all got planned? I'm off to see...
The Wizard.
Yes. Tomorrow I'm off to see Hannah White's husband, Kieran, and his blues band playing. Tomorrow.
We're with you there, Mark. R.E. the Cricket, says Sue Lawrence.
Oh, I'm sorry. It gets me into a lot of trouble talking about cricket in that way, but I find it true.
It's our quiz. We can spout our own opinions, I guess. As long as we keep away from the soapbox and the politics. So we're having a bit of a change this evening. A few of you did say last week that a minute was too long for multiple choice, so we have cut it down. So we'll see how you find it on this one. This one you're going to get 30 seconds instead of a minute. It keeps it fun and interesting. Bit of a change of
pace.
A bit of change of pace, yeah.
If it's too short, we can't do anything about it now, but we can do it for next week.
Indeed. Matt Neelan says, posh shirt tonight, Mark. Is that for the 40th quiz anniversary?
No.
You should have said yes, and then I could have felt like I should have made more effort, but I didn't.
No, it was just the one I was wearing. It looked all right when I put it on, but there was like this great big weird patch here. So this was the closest thing I had to hand to change. My last beer, the only one I've got left. Right.
So we're live in 3 minutes. So if you're watching and you're not watching live, it's in 3 minutes.
And we've got a couple of changes happening on Monday. 2 regular features are changing somewhat. So you'll find out about that on Monday.
One of them's not for a fun reason. It's because we're running out. So we're having to change pace.
Yeah, we've run out of bobbleheads, so we've got something else in its place.
We think we're going to really enjoy. I think it'd be a nice.
It'd be a bit of fun actually.
It turns out a little bit more. There we go. As my head looks rather shiny.
Just talcum powder yourself, like they do on the movies.
Yeah. Hello from Sandra and Leah.
No one else is telling me what they're doing this weekend. Come on. What are you doing this weekend? What you got planned?
Don't forget you can talk to us on the YouTube and the Twitch.
Yes, we're watching on all three.
As we said before, we are trying to branch away from Facebook just because we are being stifled by their algorithms. So we are trying to keep ourselves available on YouTube and Twitch. We have been told as well that Twitch has the superior video quality and the least amount of delay. So if you say something on Twitch, we can reply to it like that. As Facebook has a bit of a delay on it. So 2 minutes to go. 2 minutes to go.
Indeed.
Hello from Nosky's Servants.
And Quizzard Harry. Meeting up tomorrow?
Don't tell Boris. Well, as we all know, the coronavirus only strikes you after 10 o'clock, so you're perfectly safe until then.
And watch out for things to do with rats. That's all I'm saying. You might see something to do with rats coming up soon.
Do you mean the band?
The band.
I was going to say.
I'm sworn to secrecy, but it's good.
Roy from Kerno checking in, awaiting another great evening.
Oh dear, and it's just reminded me of a very interesting time we had in Munich once with service.
Yeah, 1 minute before we start the quiz. 1 minute.
That was a good day.
Not that anyone's asked, but I've been experimenting with the camera settings, so it should be smoother, brighter, and clearer tonight.
Yes.
Even though my hair does look rather shiny. Right.
You'll have to powder yourself in future.
I will. Okay, so on to your intro.
Intro. Okay. So, for a fiver for two of you, how would you like to see? Oh, you put it on now. It don't matter. Leave it on. How would you like to see the Pet Shop Boys at the Electric Ballroom in London? Jamie X, also in London. Metronomy in Brighton. Katie Tunstall in either London or Dunfermline. Passenger down in Brighton. Or those of you with maybe of a slightly older age who really like him, Russell Watson is going to be at the Stoller Hall in Manchester. This is a Music Venues Trust initiative. It's called Back to Our Roots, Passport Back to Our Roots. And essentially it's a prize draw. It's going to be at some point next year when they can actually open fully. It's going to be sometime next year when they can actually open fully and have everybody in there. And there's basically £5, puts you in the prize draw. If you're pulled out, you get 2 tickets. It's as good as that. You'll never get to see these people in such a small venue ever again. It's a real opportunity. I will be mentioning it again on Monday, but you just go into Facebook and put Passport Back to Our Roots and you'll find it there.
I'm a big fan of Metronomy as well. Very, very big fan of theirs.
Yeah? Well, it's a £5, mate.
Might give it a go. Sorry, guys. I might be putting my name in the hat. Right.
Anyway, straight on to the intro.
See you in a sec.
Usual, our thanks to Rats for our theme tune.
Those rats. Them rats. Okay. Let's pop on to our first round then. So as I said, this one is going to be a 30-second multiple choice rather than your standard minute.
So with 30 seconds plus 10. So when the countdown's finished, we just give you a 10-second go to get your answers through to your captains so you can make your choice.
Indeed. Restarted the router didn't help. YouTube is better.
Okay.
The way it is sometimes, Sue, unfortunately.
Well, the more people get on YouTube, the better, really.
Yeah. As we said, sometimes it is the equivalent of smacking your TV. Just going in and going back. Oh Lord, not cryptic again, says Jade. Charlie Grant says he's loving it. So, that mixed reaction is what we go for here at the quiz. We love it. How democratic. Right, so round number 1 is... multiple choice.
Multiple choice.
So we'll ask you the question. You get 4 possible answers, A, B, C or D. You then get 30 seconds to decide. You then get extra 10 seconds to finalise your answer to your team captain. And then we're going to reveal the answer. So there's no recap to this one. It's just going to be question, answer, question, answer.
I'm doing odds.
You're doing odds. Right.
With which profession is London's Harley Street associated? Is it law, medicine, jewellery or teaching? Harley Street.
All right, any time has started now. That green bar in the blue box represents your time.
So when it goes fully green, your time is up.
Indeed. Alright, that was your 30 seconds. You've got 10 seconds to collate your answer to your team captain. Also, while we are here as well, we did get a private message sent in to us. If I can find it. Just so I don't get any of the details wrong.
Yes.
It is a shout out to my hubby Richard, wishing him a very happy 55th birthday. That's from Claire Lennon.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday to you. There we go. And Charlie Grant sent us a bobblehead. Sorry, I couldn't contain myself then. Right, let's get those scores, scores up.
It was a little Groot.
Indeed. Right, here come your answers.
It is medicine.
It is medicine, of course it is.
Number 2, Alex.
Number 2. Good evening, everyone, especially my fellow Quizzed Harry teammates back home. I'm staying here in Portishead again tonight, says Caroline Brooking.
They were a good band.
But I love it, yeah, a bit of Portishead. I actually watched a Twitch stream the other week. And I paid her $5 to sing it, and she did a really good version of it. Anyway, number 2. How many apostles did Jesus have? How many apostles did Jesus have? Is it 10, 11, 12, or 13? Any time starts now. Shout out to Zaki. He's 50 today. Happy 50th, Zaki.
Happy 50th. Birthdays are all over the place today.
And they always say 50's a new 20.
I
actually heard the expression today. Someone said they were dreading turning 30 years old, and someone said 30 is just 20 with money.
Yes.
Which I thought was a nice
that's quite good.
All right, that was your 30 seconds. You've got 10 seconds to collect your answers to your team captains. You're welcome, Claire. Always nice to do a birthday shout out if they are a real name.
Yes, it's Sarah, right? No, nothing from your mum either. Maybe
No.
she's not watching.
Sarah's here, but she isn't commenting at the moment. Right, let's get away those wrong answers, leaving the one remaining correct. So it's not 13. It wasn't 11. It was, of course, the 12 apostles. Shout out to my little baby man.
No apostles. Not disciples, we meant apostles. And there were 12.
Oh. I wouldn't know. Thank you for covering my back there. All right, moving on. Number 3.
Okay, who played Professor McGonagall in the Harry Potter movies? Was it Zoe Wanamaker, Maggie Smith, Miriam Margolyes, or Emma Thompson? They were all in that film. But which one of them played Professor McGonagall?
And that's your time. You've got 10 seconds.
Yeah, the reason I use apostles is because people think it could be 11 because Judas died and wasn't an apostle.
Oh yeah, a lot of people.
But another person came in who I can't think who it is. No doubt Mr. Grant will tell us.
Don't people think that it was 13 apostles because of the Dan Brown theory that Mary Magdalene was
an apostle?
Right, so there was your 10 seconds while me and Mark discuss theologism. Right.
There's a good little links in between, aren't there? Bits of info.
There you go.
Of course, it was Maggie Smith.
Dame Maggie Smith.
Dame Maggie Smith, yes, and don't call her Maggie to her face. Also, if those of you on YouTube, do type in Miriam Margolyes. She is the most non-PC, hilarious woman I have ever come across. Just look at her interviews on Graham Norton and places like that. They're just so funny.
I think she crossed the line at one point saying that Boris should have died. That was a bit too much.
Yeah, true.
But yeah. Anyway, number 4. Christchurch is a town in which county? So another link back to Christ. Christchurch is in which county? Is it in Dorset? Is it in Wiltshire? Is it in Oxfordshire? Yes. Or is it in Cumbria?
I think that's our next 10-second talk.
Yes. So your timer has started. Green bar.
Green Bar Farmers.
Sue Lawrence lived there. I hope you get it right then.
Thank you, Joe, for that.
All right, so that was your time.
Okay.
Yeah, shout out my dad, Dave. He wants me to cook veggie sausages for his birthday meal tonight instead of the fillet steak I bought. Dave, come on, man. Veggie sausages? Oh. There's also a Christchurch in Norfolk.
Yeah, well, that wasn't one of your options. We do double check these things to make sure there isn't one hiding within it.
Most of the time. Right, Christchurch is not in Cumbria. It's not in Oxfordshire. It is in Dorset.
Dorset.
St. Matthias was chosen to replace Judas Iscariot after Judas betrayed Jesus.
We can always rely on Charlie.
Head researcher and social media manager, Charlie Grant. Okay, moving on.
Oh my God, what have I given myself? Who was the son of Poseidon and Amphitrite? I'm guessing.
Amphitrite.
Amphitrite?
Yes.
Is it Tritia, Tripton, Triton, or Tartan?
Being asked one of our names this evening. I don't know.
What have you done with the names?
I don't know. There we go. I don't normally change them for Friday, so there you go. There's a Worthing in Norfolk. There's a Christchurch in New Zealand, yeah, and there's one in Cambridgeshire. There we go. That's better.
And as you found out earlier in the quizzes, there is a Brighton on the coast, right next to Hove on the coast, just off Adelaide in Australia.
Thanks, guys. You didn't know what was going on, says Claire. Get a fillet steak, Dave.
She gets lost on when she doesn't know who we are. Right, let's take away those answers.
All right. We knew what you meant, Joe. Don't worry. It's not Tartan or Tripton. It is Triton.
It was Triton.
Triton is actually the granddaughter of Poseidon and Amphitrite.
All right.
Yeah. I put that in there just to confuse you, just in case. Not you, but the people. It's not
just because it was going to be hard for me to pronounce.
You picked these. You picked the questions this time.
Yeah, I'll let you go on with this one. This is
Number 6. In geometry, what is meant by concentric? So in geometry, what is meant by concentric? Is it stacked directly above each other, spiraling, overlapping each other equally, or having the same centre? Your time starts now. Very good deducing skills. I have a 91-year-old blind grandfather who types to me sometimes. I'm very good at deciphering people's bad spelling. Well, almost 91. All right, so that was your time. We'll give you 10 seconds to collect your answer. All right, let's see what we did then. So in geometry, what is meant by concentric? It's not spiraling. It's not stacked above each other. It is having the same centre. Having the same centre for number 6. Well, have you got that one?
Quality Street Centre.
Next week's Mark hosting this by himself.
Probably do a better job.
Oh,
question number 7.
You can work half the buttons. Go on.
Is a thriller of a question. In what year was Michael Jackson's Thriller first released? Was it 1983, 1985, 1987, or 1989? Which year? There was a documentary on it, and just showing how good the dancers were. There's one bit where they jump up in the air behind Michael, and the guy doing the documentary just freeze framed it and just drew a line under the feet of all of them, and it's exactly at the same level. Mm-hmm. They were that good. It was that well practiced.
I remember the documentary. Your time's up, by the way, as well. You got 10 seconds. Remember the documentary about Michael Jackson when they used to dance in the 90s and stuff? They were saying that he used to teach the dancers how to dance.
Yes,
he was that good at dancing.
Yeah.
All right, let's take away the wrong answers.
It wasn't 89, 87. It was 83.
Michael Jackson was a perfectionist. Yeah, definitely.
Sorry.
That's what you want to be doing. Right.
Indeed.
Number 8. Number 8. Who was the first Beatle to be knighted? So who was the first Beatle to be knighted?
Guess what the answers are going to be.
Was it John, Paul, George, or Ringo? If we're checking who you are, can you give us your first names and surnames?
I don't understand that bit.
You don't have to let us know what you're referencing there, Andrea. Friend of mine at a hen party learnt the Thriller dance.
Well, that's one thing to do on a hen party.
I think that's most people at the end of a hen party, just walking home like... Alright, that's your time. You got 10 seconds. Alright, let's see who the first Beatle to be knighted was. It wasn't John, didn't get there unfortunately. It wasn't George, it was Sir Paul.
It would have been John, but he refused it.
Mm.
Yeah, he got offered first, and he just turned it down with a very nice little note back to them.
Mm.
I don't think they liked it.
No. Moving on, number 9.
Number 9. What is the capital of Kenya? Is it Kenya, Maputo, Kampala, or Nairobi? The capital of Kenya. 2 points for each of these questions, by the way. All you need to give us is A, B, C, or D.
Oh, that we completely missed the point of view comment there, Andrew. Sorry. Does my husband get a bonus point to know that John refused it, or is Slap being too clever?
No, I've already said that.
It's up to you, Bev. If you feel like you need one. All right, that was your time. You got 10 seconds.
What's the final question? Oh, yes.
So don't forget, there's no recap for this one, obviously, because you've all had your question and answers. So once we've done this, we're going to move straight on to round 2. And then you can put your scores in the score grid at the end of round 2. We'll give you a slightly longer break at the end of round 2. Slap it is then, says Bev.
I'm just thinking this is a bit weird. Something that is actually beneficial for him, either a bonus point or a slap. He obviously likes his slaps. And we'll leave it at that.
Yes, right. Take away the answers, please.
Let's take away the answers. It is not Kenya. It is not Kampala. It is Nairobi.
Nairobi for 9. All right.
Oh dear, it's Slapgate.
Slapgate. And finally, number 10. Number 10. Which of these is not one of the 4 fundamental states of matter? Is it a solid, a liquid, plasma, or light? The time has started now.
No.
Don't distract them.
And your 10 seconds are starting.
Also, thank you. We've had a couple of donations in already, so thank you very much for that. All right, let's take away the wrong answers. Fundamental states of matter. Solid is, liquid is, but light is not. Light is not matter, it's a wave. Okay.
Not necessarily.
That's not been definitively proven, but yeah.
Yes, it is.
It's not.
It can have mass as well as it being a wave at the same time.
Yeah, but it's not one or the other.
It's the big classic thing that you have 2 detectors from 2 slits, and you bring 1 photon of light, and it registers both as a wave on one, and in the other slit it measures as mass.
But it's still not a fundamental state of matter.
It's not fundamental matter.
What?
Yes, that as well.
Let's
put us back onto the big screen. Yeah.
There we are.
So if you can help us out, your usual £2 per team, £2 per person that you normally pay at a quiz, it really does make a difference to us, please.
Yeah. So we'll give
good
you
scores on this one.
Yeah. Hashtag Quantum Mechanics Gate. Yes. You want to weigh in, Charlie? I'm sure you know something that we don't. We'll give you a minute actually, just because otherwise it's rushing you into round 2. So we'll give you just a second. Let us know your scores.
Yes, I was reading about a TV program about quantum mechanics, and it's a quantum particle that flies around everywhere, and if it hits the egg and the sperm at the point of conception, that is when you get the variations within species. It has to be hit at the point of the actual conception of any plant or any animal, and that's when it happens. It makes the mutation.
Does anybody know what he's talking about?
Does that make sense? If it doesn't, I'll explain better.
No, don't. It's fine. We get it. All right. Give you an extra minute, just because otherwise we're rushing into round 2. We don't want to do that. We don't want to rush. Take our time.
20 for gankers.
Gankers?
Gangsters, I said.
You didn't.
Stop it.
Carrie Lee says, I'm not convinced. No, I'm not.
No, she said you're not convinced. Not that she's not convinced.
I didn't say that.
Yes, you did.
I didn't. I said, I'm not convinced. Carrie said, I'm not convinced. That's me. I'm Alex. How about Star Wars round, said Simon McLeod?
That's a bit non-PC.
What?
Pictures of stars going around.
What are you on tonight?
Beer.
Star Wars is a little bit too specialist, unfortunately. We could get away with another sci-fi round, probably, but...
We might do a midweek specialist quiz if we can get enough people interested in a specialist quiz.
We might. We're called the gangsters, Mark, not gankers.
All right.
All right.
My tongue is tripping up tonight.
Okay. I got rid of the window by mistake.
Well, that was silly of you.
It was, wasn't it? Boop, 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 boop.
So take it back to there.
Take it back to there.
I need to cough.
What's that about?
Excuse me.
Weird. Right.
There you go. And on to round number 2, which is... is films.
It is film. Okay. Is that Connie Rhyming slang?
Andrew, if the cat fits, wear it, as they say up north.
What would you like to do?
I'm going to do, just because that one's far too long, I'm going to do evens.
Evens.
Yes.
Okay. Right then. Question number 1. Who played the title role in Mrs. Doubtfire? Who played the title role in Mrs. Doubtfire? For all these, don't forget, a point for a first name and a point for a surname. Please.
We have got a good, interesting flags round, which we're debating whether to do.
That would be wrong, didn't it?
Yeah, what have you done?
I don't know. It's all good.
Stop playing around with things.
I'm checking our messages.
All right.
Sci-fi would be good, or a geography and flags round.
I think the special flags round we've got might work.
Maria Reese says no flags.
You get a bit more extra information with it. I think we should give it a try. We'll put it to the vote on Monday, for the following Monday. Okay. Question 2. If Gina Davis was Thelma, who was Louise?
Crafty Craig says flags need to improve. Bev said flags with a smile. Sarah says no. Joe says they love flags. They're pretty. I found out today that France has 2 different flags. One that was created after the revolution, which we all know, and then one that is slightly brighter to appear more colourful on television. And that came out in 1976.
So they have 2 versions?
You have 2 versions
a
of the
TV,
same flag.
a TV and a buildings.
TV flag. Cool little fact, isn't it? Depends who you ask, I guess. Okay, moving on. Number 3.
Well, basically ours is going to have a little bottom corner cut off. It's going to be white to represent losing Kent to the EU.
Number 3. What is the nickname of Mumbai's film industry? So what is the nickname of Mumbai's film industry? Kathy Clark says no! Joe says she's with Bev. Well, you know...
Well, that was a quick travel, wasn't it? Speedy car to get there.
Well, I think a lot of people are bemoaning flags. They're actually trying it yet.
Yes, I think we'll put it to the vote on Monday.
People bemoaned our fantasy round
for the following Monday. Yeah, they did actually.
People said they did all right on it, even if you didn't particularly like fantasy. People did fairly well.
It is a slightly different kind of flags round as well, isn't it?
We never make rounds that are too specialist. We don't want only 5% of the audience to get the answers.
What's the point in that?
What's the point?
Question number 4: in which decade was Jurassic Park released? I like how you released that, as I said, the released.
Release the dinosaurs. Joe, I hope the sofa is comfortable enough for you. Help yourself to the alcohol, says Bev. Wow. I think we'll go to Bev's house. That sounds great.
Yeah, especially as they've got alcohol. We've got none in. There's none for you today.
No, coming to you live on Monday from Bev's house.
On Monday too, we may have more information about Quiz actually being on latest TV and when the first one is scheduled for.
As we said before, the latest TV is a separate quiz. Monday and Friday is going nowhere, so don't worry about that. Join a large glass of Melbeck and Diet Coke.
Wine and Coke? That's a weird
I'm
one.
sure Joe brought that up a few weeks ago, and I thought it was a good idea. Because obviously you get sangria, don't you? That's fairly weird sounding, but sangria is quite popular.
Yeah, true.
So the guy I used to drink at my old pub used to get Guinness and Coke. And he always used to say, people call me the Don, and I was like, well, I'm not going to call you that. Anyway, number 5. In which film does Carl Fredricksen tie thousands of helium balloons to his house to fulfill his dream to see the wilds of South America? Apparently, David Blaine did something very similar a few weeks ago.
Yes.
Tied his arm to a bunch of balloons and went 20,000 feet into the air. Don't laugh, that's very unprofessional.
When he got his arm up, basically his papers were on his knee and they've just gone sliding everywhere all over the floor. Oh, you didn't see it, but it was funny.
Why you shouldn't bring it up if they can't see it? It didn't happen.
Yeah, but they want to know why I was laughing.
Well, don't laugh then, you child.
Forgive me coughs. No. Question 6.
Anyway, David Blaine tied his arms to balloons, went 20,000 feet into the air, and then dropped off and parachuted. Had to be there, Sue, yeah. Even if you were here, you wouldn't find it funny because you're not a child like him. Good grief.
That's funny.
It's a Spanish thing, soft drinks and red wine.
Question number 6. Fionn Whitehead plays Tommy in which 2017 Oscar-winning film?
I haven't seen it.
Me neither. Maybe we should see if we can actually see it for after quiz thing to watch.
No, we're watching something new tonight. We're watching Lovecraft Country on Mondays, and on Friday we're going to be watching the new what's it called? It's called Raised by Wolves. It's not Coop. What's the name of the guy? Ridley Scott. It's his first foray into TV. Apparently, it's very, very good. So we're going to start that.
I've got no idea what it's about. The Lovecraft County, is it?
Country.
Lovecraft Country. I cannot rate that highly enough. It is amazing. The acting in it is superb.
Joe says, Matt, that's not kind. You could offer to help him. He might fall off his chair.
Help him fall off his chair?
That's what he's hoping for. All right, Jesus.
Well, that's what she wanted.
Mime it, then.
She wanted you to fall off your chair.
Right, I nearly went into me drink, you dope.
Well, then you could drink while you're down there.
You are really on a weird one tonight. Good God.
What?
Number 7. In Toy Story 4, what's the name of the plastic fork character?
Oh, I'm so in trouble now.
Calm down. I've got a bad back and you're trying to force me into a step, you dope.
Sorry. These moments are very few for me. I have to make the most of them. It's true though, isn't it?
It would be something other gate if it wasn't for the fact we were on stream.
Oh, I'm so in trouble later.
So in Toy Story 4, the name of the plastic fork character.
I'm just thinking.
Oh, please don't.
Were we watching something and I was falling asleep, so we stopped watching it? We've got something to catch up on.
Yeah, about 9 different things.
Yeah, well, what was the last one?
I don't remember. Hashtag 4 Stargate, yes.
Yeah, we're definitely watching something. Was it on Monday after the other one? Anyway, question number 8. What is the name of Caractacus Potts' 12-cylinder, 8-litre, supercharged Paragon Panther? That was a mouthful. Thank you, Joe. Joe's with me on this.
Wonder what the smell was.
Stop it. That's rude. Be rude to me, but not to our quizzers.
No, I'm saying that's what the smell is. Hashtag WeGate. If you're watching this without being on Facebook, you're missing a treat. Do let us know in the comments on YouTube and Twitch. We are on there.
Yeah, we're getting nothing on YouTube and Twitch, I'm afraid. Although someone did give us a really big share, didn't they? Some random streamer.
Yeah, they promote streaming people, so that was quite nice of them. Number 9. Bill Murray starred in the 2003 film Lost in Translation, but who co-starred as Charlotte? So Bill Murray starred in Lost in Translation, but who co-starred as Charlotte?
That's another one I haven't seen. Any good?
I liked it.
Anyway, I'm being true to character, Doc Brown.
Yeah, if only I could send you back into the past and get stuck in the Wild West.
Yeehaw! Yeah, I could meet up with Doris Day, couldn't I? Just have to go off to near Chicago.
I never understood that about Back to the Future. Why does a enigmatic professor studying time travel befriend a high school kid? At what point did they ever meet? It's never explained either. They just seem to know each other, but it's just...
You're not meant to ask those questions. It was rife in Hollywood at the time.
Now, calm down. You are being on the line tonight.
Okay, I'll behave.
Question, please.
Which American actor, it's a long one, so I'm going to have to read off the sheet. Which American actor starred in Interstellar in 2014, Dallas Buyers Club in 2013, and How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days in 2003?
Joe says she can't work out how to have loads of different platforms open without my head falling off.
Well, you have them on different devices. That's the way to do it.
Yeah, the best way to do it is most TVs now, if you've got a Chromecast or things like that, even a smart TV, you can play YouTube and you can do the chat on your phone. So you can use your little phone as like a keyboard just to chat to us, and the YouTube to watch us. What backstory? There's a backstory to Back to the Future.
Oh, that would be nice to know. They could do a remake.
Telegram says PC 2 screens. One PC 2 screens. I thought you just meant PC. So I'm really happy to say it. PC 2 screens. Okay.
So that's your 10. We'll go into our recap. As I say, it's paypal.me/quiz actually, if you can help us out with that normal £2 per person that you would normally pay at our normal quizzes. That would be a great help to us.
Indeed.
Have we got music playing? We have.
We had it playing the entire time, I think.
Oh, did we? All right.
No one seemed to mention it, so everyone thought it was okay.
If you did hear it in the background, did it work better for a little bit of background music or while we're talking or not? Because that could come in for when we're doing our quizzes at latest. And there's something else I need to speak to you about that, and we might do a poll on something.
Sue Lauren said, £1 off my donation for each time you fall out. Be nice.
Oh, I read that slightly wrong, the opposite way around. I was going to hit him.
Joe says, I have one laptop and one phone. Fair enough. I trained my brain to shut out the wine bar music.
I don't think Charlie's a fan of your music.
Look, if I could play bands, I would. But no, we have to settle for this guff.
Well, we're working on that. I've got a friend who's a DJ, and he's basically been thrown off that side of things. He's actually doing it on Mixcloud now, and he has another camera pointing at him, which he puts on Facebook Live, but with an overlay of text saying that because of Facebook's thingy, please go to these places to see him.
Which we might do ourselves, actually. We might have it so our Facebook is the only way to chat to us, and then the actual recording or the live stream will be on somewhere else.
Yeah. Caroline's just put, waiting for 9 p.m. to donate, so Mark's phone beeps. I honestly do not know why it happens round about 9 o'clock.
Didn't on Monday, that happened at something like 9:24, didn't it?
Yeah, it was
random.
But I don't change anything on it. That's the thing. I don't do anything different, but all of a sudden it starts beeping. I don't do anything at all to it. And it's on Do Not Disturb, so that there shouldn't be any noises coming through whatsoever. But it just does.
It's also pretty funny.
It was funny. It is funny. It is funny.
If nothing else.
Bev tuned out the music until we mentioned it, and now she thinks of it as lift music.
It's better than silence, or I can mine and Mark's stomach going, which you can hear on the microphone sometimes.
Yes.
I don't understand how the town crier of Canberra, who co-hosts the big Saturday Night Lockdown quiz, never has a problem with copyright. I have no idea. I think maybe some people are more prone to it than others. We know from talking to people in the industry that the dreaded PRS people don't always 100% check everything, but they do a select few people and only watch them 3 or 4 days out of the entire year to check for copyright, which is just daft. If you're going to implement a rule where you can't play copyright music, then it should be everybody all the time.
Don't get me on my PRS soapbox.
No, we'll leave it at that. But yeah.
Yeah, you don't want to hear my PRS soapbox.
No. But yeah, some people do get struck by copyright. I mean, there's people who upload movies to Facebook and YouTube and not get a problem, but we play 5 seconds of a globe spinning and get claimed by a Taiwanese news company. So you never know.
What's your voice then?
I was just on one. I want to keep my breath going.
It's your soapbox this week, is it?
No. That's all I'm saying about it.
Right, how are we for time?
20 to 9.
That's plenty of time, isn't it? Yeah. Although we could give a bit more time towards that. Maybe. I'll do the answers to that one. So do you want to do the answers to this?
Okay. The music makes you want to light a candle and sit cross-legged on the floor.
We can't hear it. That's the thing, because we don't want it to feed back into the mic. We can't actually hear it.
They are taking the PRS. That's right, Andrew.
Don't get me started. Seriously, don't get me started with those guys. It would be an ultra charade.
I'm going to give it 1 minute and then we're going to start with the answers and I'm going to move straight on to round number 3.
So a bit of technical spec there, but making it look better.
All right. Turn the music off for you, everyone. Okay.
So Alex is doing the answers. I'm going to nip to the room round the corner.
Do you think we'll do a special quiz around Christmas time? Yeah, probably. Yeah, it'd be quite a good idea, that. Then again, we'll probably get copyright struck for playing Jingle Bells. Anyway. There you go. Answers. Okay. Let's go with the answers then. Make your own music called Shingle Balls. Alright, here we go. 2 points for all these. Points for first names and points for surnames as usual, please. And I'm going to actually... Yeah, it's fine. Okay, so the title role of Mrs. Doubtfire was, of course, Robin Williams. Christmas has been cancelled because Santa refuses to wear a mask. Number 2. If Gina Davis was Thelma, who was Louise? That would be... Susan Sarandon. Susan Sarandon for number 2. Number 3. The name of Mumbai's film industry is Bollywood. Bollywood for number 3. Produce more films on average than Hollywood every year. They are the biggest film industry in that respect. Number 4. Which decade was Jurassic Park released? It was released in the 1990s. 1993, I think. 2 years after the book.
I'll just catch up on what people are saying now.
I lost my partner. She hung up on me, says Joe. Oh no. Number 5. Carl Fredricksen ties thousands of helium balloons to his house in Up. Up for number 5.
That's an explanatory title for a film.
They were going to call it Balloon House, but then thought better of it. Number 6. Fionn Whitehead played Tommy in the 2017 Oscar-winning Dunkirk. Dunkirk for number 6. Number 7. In Toy Story 4, the name of the plastic fork character suffering an existential crisis, it is Forky. Forky for number 7. Number 8. The name of Karatekas Pot's 12-cylinder 8-litre supercharged Paragon Panther is, of course, Chitty Chitty Bang Bang.
I saw that the other night. It was on one of the minor channels, and I watched it.
I think minor channels, eh?
I think it was on Sunday. It was on. Well, you know what? The ones where you have to scroll down for ages.
It's a weird channel name, Sunday. Number 9. Bill Murray starred in Lost in Translation. His co-star Charlotte was Scarlett Johansson. Scarlett Johansson for number 9. And finally, at number 10, the actor who starred in Interstellar, Dallas Buyers Club, and How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days is, of course, alright, Matthew McConaughey. Matthew McConaughey for number 10. He was taken as a bit of a joke actor until he started doing things like Interstellar and Dallas Buyers Club, and then he's lauded as an Oscar winner. But yeah, he was one of those sort of bimbo men from Hollywood. You know, they just use for arm candy. And then he ended up being a critically acclaimed actor. So he had a bit of a renaissance.
What do you think about the new Bond?
Nah.
That was a bit succinct.
Number 2. The answer to number 2 was Susan Sarandon. Susan Sarandon for number 2.
Another great film.
I'm not a fan of Tom Hardy in the role. I think it's just a bit boring having him. It's quite predictable.
Yeah, could have with this Me Too thing, could have cast a black actor. I think.
I mean,
there's plenty of them about.
Yeah, Idris Elba would have worked. All right, on to number 3. It is a cryptic
animals. Remember, it has to be at least as good, as bad of a pun as ours, or as funny, for it to be supersede ours and get alternative points. Crafty Craig got 20. Fiona with 14. Claire with 18. My voice is good, so you can carry on.
Noski still hates films. Richard Warner got 12. Matthew McConaughey is a total arse, says Joe Sangster. Right. Well, we know where she stands on him.
On his arse.
Indeed. Okay. So it's cryptic animals. So for an example, if we have one of the Fab Four, it's an animal, it's an insect, it's a beetle. So simple as that. Or as convoluted as that, as it might end up being later on.
I'm going to do evens.
Okie dokie. All right, here we go.
To get you started.
Number 1. Expensive mammal. Expensive mammal for number 1.
What could that be?
20 for the gangsters.
Well done.
Well done. Joe would have told us that, but she was too busy telling us that Matthew McConaughey was an arse.
No, a total arse.
A total arse.
He's got no head. He's just got an arse. He's a total arse. Next one, question 2. A type of light dessert. A type of light dessert. What could that be? Apparently, Andrea wants everyone to WhatsApp her.
We've spelt dessert wrong, by the way.
Have we?
Yeah, that's desert.
It's meant to be dessert, not desert. Be careful for the...
No one can see it.
I have to change it on them all then.
Mm-hmm. There you go. Dessert.
My bad spelling again, sorry. My fault.
Hello?
We've got someone knocking.
Hello?
Don't do that, you'll freak me out. We already think we've got a ghost in the house that moves small things around.
Are
like
you my
keys.
mummy?
Number
3.
3.
Number 3. Add tea to a power booster. Add tea to a power booster.
Remember, some of these are really groaningly bad puns.
They are dad jokes on crack, essentially.
Matthew McConaughey's.
McConaughey's?
Yes.
The ghost has come to play. They're here. That's the bass.
We do find that small things, when we're looking for them, have moved. And then the back where we've looked for them, haven't they?
Mm.
We do find that a lot happens here. Usually keys and things.
Mm.
Question number 4. A small series of gigs.
Put the TV outside, said Kathy Clark. Yeah, throwing that away.
A small series of gigs. How are you finding it, Aaron? Oh, incidentally, how did you find round 1? Was 30 seconds okay for time? We didn't ask that. Was the 30 seconds okay, please?
Yeah. People said minute was way too long, so we thought 30 seconds might be a nice happy medium.
Whoopi Goldberg.
It's a happy medium, yeah. 30 seconds is fine, says Charlie Grant.
Number 5.
Number 5. Notice a stallion. Notice a stallion. 30 was good, says Sarah. Carrie Lee says yes. Good.
Mum mustn't be playing tonight.
No. Amber Watkins and Fiona said yes. Good. I think 30 seconds is what we'll keep it to. We might not always do a timed one. We'll see how you like it. Do you prefer... I know it's too many questions one after each other, but do you prefer it to be timed or not timed? So timed
or a recap?
Yeah, timed or with recap. Let us know. Obviously, it is the difficulty does scale slightly towards the easier side if you get 30 seconds, but let us know.
Question number 6.
Prefers the timer, says Bev. Okay.
My French bird from Madagascar. Think about that one.
I need to have a recap. Yeah, I mean, if you have given you've given 4 possible answers, so you know it's one of the 4. You don't really need a recap.
No.
Perhaps. Okay. Sarah says she prefers a recap but doesn't mind either. And Joe says 30 plus 10 is okay. Quite liked it. Also, having it timed might mean we have more time for larger rounds in the round 2 and 3.
Yeah, especially with what we're actually doing on Monday.
It might work.
We might throw it in on Monday as well.
Moving on, number 7.
Number 7. Yep. I'm definitely right. I told you so. Yep. I'm definitely right. I told you so.
It's supposed to be my question, that, but whatever.
Oh, was it? Well, we'll swap it. We'll swap them. You've got the good one for number 8. Sorry.
It's all right.
I got carried away.
I just know you wanted to do this one.
I got carried away with that. Are you liking this round? Or are you not?
I think Jade might not. Our Jade. Moving on, number 8. Number 8, wear a door-opening device. Wear a door-opening device. Don't sulk, says Kathy Clark. Crafty Craig just says no.
I'm loving the domestics going on the stream at the moment.
Joe's concerned that Andrea might have run out of battery. And it says yes.
Now, if a person whose native language is German is loving these, I think the rest of you should.
Or Hannah's is as bad as we are.
Yeah,
we all knew anyway.
He knows my jokes anyway, doesn't he?
Joe likes it when a partner in crime's available. True. Hashtag Batterygate. Yeah, Andrea has run out of battery. Well done. Now, are you doing 9 or am I doing 9?
You do 9.
Okay.
Oh, I'll do 9 then.
You do 9.
Provide food and drink for a stone column. Provide food and drink for a stone column. What is that one? It is a bit groan-worthy, isn't it, that one?
Definitely Batterygate.
Just worked out a round that we're going to do next week.
Next week? That's ambitious.
Next Monday. I'll make it.
Oh, you've heard it here. He's making it.
I've got a lot.
All responsibility shared.
I've got a lot to do for next week, then, haven't I? With the replacement rounds or the replacement features.
Replacement bus services will be available. And finally, question number 10. Number 10. One of the Teletubbies calculation. One of the Teletubbies calculation. Shall I go on to? Oh, very good for question 9. Charlie Grant got it. You better be afraid then. Don't forget, if any of these we think are better than what we've got, then we might allow them. This is the only type of round we do. It is Quizmaster's discretion.
Yes.
Most of the time, if we're proven wrong, we'll admit we're wrong. But in this one, it's always Quizmaster's discretion. Cryptics.
It's my turn to decide, isn't it? This
It
week?
is. All right, so that was your 10.
We'll put them onto... That looks cute, doesn't it?
It does look cute. Boop.
So just a reminder, it's paypal.me/quiz actually.
I will say as well, these animals may or may not be real. Just bear that in mind.
Yes, they may or may not be real. Some of them may be mythical. Or not even around anymore.
Mm-hmm. There you go, a bit of music.
Oh, you're really sorry about the music.
I'm not bothered. A couple of donations in just in the last few minutes, so thank you very much for that. That one. These are animals. I thought they were insects. No, they're animals. Cryptic animals.
Cryptic animals.
Insects technically are animals, but we'll not get into that.
No.
Anything that's not a plant's an animal or a fungus.
But some can be both. Things like slime molds.
Don't start complicating things.
And there are certain plants that have...
Just as an FYI, none of the answers to this is slime mold. Okay?
Can I tell my doctor's conversation this week?
No.
Okay.
It's so soapboxy.
No, it's not. I just thought it was funny.
Slime molds can be both matter and light. Very good, Charlie Grant.
Oh, God. So I have got a bit of a chest infection, so it's quite phlegmy. That's why you're hearing it loudly. Sorry.
I will say as well that Mark generally always has a cough. It's nothing to do with COVID or even being sick. You just normally have a cough, don't you?
Yeah, but I actually found out why I am keeping up with these chest infections. Because I have my steroid spray that I use to keep my asthma at bay. And because the previous practice nurse told me to change it on how I was actually feeling. So if I was bad, to up it and then reduce it down if I'm okay. But apparently that makes your lungs used to it, and then obviously then when you go lower, it makes you more susceptible for viruses to take hold. So I need to just keep to the same amount all the time.
And there you go. Inhalergate.
Indeed.
Is that moving on? I don't think it is. No, it is on 30 seconds. Sorry, guys. Didn't seem to be moving on. It sounds like the music in Gateway, latterly known as International Stores, as you wandered around putting bread and jam in your trolley. It's better than silence. I'm sorry. I know it's not amazing, but it's better than silence. Sometimes you want me and Mark to shut up so you can concentrate, and the music's just there to be a background noise.
Yes.
Just like my tinnitus is always my background noise.
Have you done that thing where you click the back of your head? Doesn't work for you? Works for about 40. If you do have tinnitus, there's this trick. You have to look it up on the web. You put your hands behind your head and then you click your fingers onto your head somehow. And for 48% of people, it actually gets rid of it.
Mine's just brown noise that I play on my speaker. Give you 2 more minutes. I'm going to get on with the answers. Give you 2 minutes for this one.
Mm-hmm.
A little bit longer as you didn't have a recap for round one.
Round one. One? Did you win?
Are you winning, son? What the hell was that noise?
Oh, it's just my hand. I was just looking at messaging on my phone.
Life with an inhaler. Who knew it could be so complicated?
Don't. If you throw in that, I've got no sense of smell either, and that was several years pre-COVID.
One of my favourite things ever was when Matt was walking around Tesco.
All right. This is as bad as Spin Love. You can't tell them this tale. You can't tell them. You're going to, aren't you?
Yeah, basically we were walking around Tesco.
No!
We were walking around Tesco and Matt was in the male toiletry aisle. Just going around looking for, he was like, I need to get a new scent. And I was just like, yeah, fair enough, that sounds good. So he basically picked up a bottle and went, can't smell it. then carried in to put it in his trolley.
It was actually you told me that I couldn't smell that. You just grinned from ear to ear. Went, you can't smell that, can you? And I went, no, but still put it in the trolley.
Wish you could do that with a substation noise. Oh, you're near a substation? That's so annoying. One of my friends lived near, long time ago, before they actually started doing the technology got better. She lived near a phone cell tower, and she knew there was constantly buzzing, but that was a good 15 years ago now. My favourite Mark story is the drone in the park, says Sarah. Yeah.
I don't remember that one, and you're not going to tell everyone.
Oh. I think you've chosen not to remember that one, to be honest.
I can't remember it, to be honest.
Right. Okay, that was your recap. I'm going to move on to your answers, which Mark is going to do. And again, your answer needs to be funnier than what we have, otherwise...
And if you're challenging a question, please put Q1, Q2, Q3, etc., so we know which one you're challenging.
Yes.
So, on to number 1.
Not all drones are bees, indeed.
Oh, I remember now. Sarah, that's awful. You shouldn't be bringing that up.
1 second, my screen's going a bit orange.
Oh, we need to change the desert. Oh, we'll just let it run.
It's fine. You know what it was.
Right, okay. Expensive mammal, of course, is deer.
I will tell you a story. I'm not going to embarrass you this time. My stepdad texted my mum and said they're doing venison at Tesco, £15, or is that 2 deer? Buy one, get one free. And my mum's reply was, we haven't got any room in the freezer.
Okay.
I could point anyone with positional vertigo to the University of Colorado website for a manoeuvre that cures 70% of people. It doesn't work for me, unfortunately.
Oh, that's interesting, because I know a couple of people that got... we'll take a copy of that so I remember it. Question. Anyway, let's lesser than yapper. Yabba. Number 2. A type of light dessert.
Not desert, but
not desert, but dessert is, of course, a mousse. Mousse. Add tea to a power booster. Well, a power booster is a turbo, and if you add tea to it, you get turbot.
Turbo tea. Haven't we had any arguments yet? We've either done really well or people have gone, nah.
Yes. They're not saying anything.
Evening, Paul.
That's a bit later on, sir. You must have been up to something.
Sponge.
For which one?
A light dessert, I would have thought you meant.
A sponge.
Light dessert.
I'm actually going to allow that. I'm in a generous mood. Sponge is technically... Oh, let's have a quick check. Is a sponge technically an animal? Yes, they are an animal. I will allow it. Yes, I will allow it.
Well done, Andrew. You got one off past him there. Sponge, we can have sponge, yes.
Number 4. But please do give me a Q1, 2, 3, 4, etc. so I know which one you're on about. Because don't forget you're at least 15, 20 seconds behind. This is a bad one. I apologise, it is a bad one. A small series of gigs is a minotaur. Minotaur.
Yeah, sponge will accept sponge, yeah. For number 2. Not for number 4, that'd be really weird.
Number 5. Notice a stallion is to see horse.
Forgot you were on here, said Paul on Twitch. Yeah, we're there. Seahorse for 5. Love the one number 4, said Carrie Lee. Small series again. It is good. But I did say to Mark, we have to preface at the end, these might not all be real animals, just otherwise it would have been too...
Number 6, another naughty one.
Caroline Brooking, time to donate, everyone. Let's hear Mark's phone beep.
I have no control over it. I do not whether it will or not.
That's quite funny because we got Caroline said the same thing as Paul almost at the exact same time. Sea lion. Notice a stallion. Sea lion.
I wouldn't call a lion a stallion. A stallion is a horse.
You got lion and stallion. I don't know. I'll leave that to you. Sea lion.
I said I was being generous, so I'm being ultra generous and saying 1 point.
All right, sea lion will get you 1 point.
But that's just me being ultra generous tonight.
Peter Lacey said
no. Okay, another fun. This is one of my fun ones. A French bird from Madagascar is mongoose. Because a mongoose comes from Madagascar. He didn't like it when I told him. Yep, I am definitely right. I told you so. Is to crow. I just don't know. I think it's because we're not actually, people are not donating at the moment, so that's why it's not beeping. I think. I honestly don't know why it does it and doesn't do it. Number 8. Were a door opening device. Well, a door opening device is a key, and to wear it is to don key.
Carrie says that's awful. Yes. Yes, it is. Mongoose is awful. Narwhal for know-it-all.
Ooh.
Minnow.
I'll allow 1 point for narwhal.
Knew it for newt, Sarah says. Newt.
No, that's a bit too stretching, I'm afraid. And that's got nothing to do with me telling you off earlier.
7. Minnow for me no. Minnow.
I'll give Minnow 1 point. Oh, I'm going to get in trouble with Sarah now. I'm going to give 1 point for Minnow. I'll have to give 1 point for Newt, won't I?
As we said, it's Quizmaster's discretion, so you can if you want.
No, I'll get in trouble.
It's fair. I mean, yeah, slight nepotism there. Oh!
See, I have done nothing to it. I do not get it. I honestly do not get it. Thank you, Paul. I do not get it. It's gone 9 o'clock and it starts to beep.
Number 7, I. I'm right. No, I don't know.
No.
Carp for number 7. Carp on.
I'll give you 1 point. It's not as good, but I'll give you 1 point.
Maria Reese, you get 1 point for carp.
Okay, another bad one. Number 9. I do like the reactions we get with this, with all you quizzes. Number 9. Provide food and drink for a stone column is to cater pillar. You didn't like this one either.
Mongoose of Madagascar.
Yeah.
From. Mongoose are not from Madagascar, says Sam.
Are they not? I'm pretty sure they were. We will double check that.
Africa.
Yeah, but see what part of Africa. See, again. Thank you, Sue.
No Madagascar on there, doesn't seem to be.
Anyway, we'll move swiftly on. Mm-hmm. And one of the Teletubbies' calculation is pose sum.
Pose sum.
Pose sum.
Number 9, brilliant clue, said Charlie Grant. Oh dear.
So that was your 10. Do your worst, slate me, go on.
Number 10 was also great, Charlie Grant. Also, he said also Greta. Greta Thunberg is really likes number 10. Right, so that was your 10.
She's called Susan.
Yeah. No, it's Sharon.
Was it Sharon?
Yeah.
It was Sharon.
All right, so that was your cryptic round.
If she finds this, she might start calling herself Susan.
All right, let us know your scores. Kathy Clark said fun round. Number 6, lemur. Lemur. My French bird.
Lemur. Mer is sea.
Oh, Crafty Craig only got 8. Sorry, Crafty Craig.
No, I can't accept lemur. It doesn't really fit at all.
Right then. I'm going to do evens for this round. Gangster's got 12. Mark's looking a bit sheepish while saying possum, yes. Wasn't his proudest moment.
See, I have done nothing to my phone and it's beeping.
Thank you, though.
But thank you. That's 3 of you. Thank you so much.
It really does help, guys. As we've said before. we're not earning any money. We've got no money coming in. We're not going to get any more income support or any furlough pay anymore.
We are going to get one more payment.
Are we?
Yes.
Oh, that's interesting.
20%, which basically is nothing.
Yeah, and they're taking from the lowest average as well that we earned in the past year. So that's really not good. So all your donations, no matter how big or small, really do help. So thank you so much for that, as always. We can't thank you enough.
Genuinely, we can't. Thank you.
Right, on to round number 4. Round number 4 is the ends with round. All of your answers end with the same letter. And tonight your answers end with the letter... Ding. Letter
Thank you,
R.
Chris.
We tried to do letter P. We thought there'd be loads of answers, but there wasn't.
No, they're all very similar.
Yeah, so we skipped P.
And then Q's, there wasn't a chance.
Lemur bird, like a lady French Lee, and they're from Madagascar. Come on, says Sam Norton. Lemur bird, like a French lady. Lemur bird? I don't know. It's your round. I can't say anything.
I don't understand why mer is lady.
Lemur bird? Yeah.
I don't get it. I'm really sorry, Sam, but I don't get it. Okay, I'm gonna put it to the test. I'm gonna put it to you quizzers, because I could be being really harsh here and just being thick and not getting it. So just put lemur, yes, lemur, no, and I'll go with what the rest of you think, whether you should get a point for it.
Say it with a French accent.
Lemur. I still don't get that.
Sarah, we said you can have 1 point for Newt.
Anyway, everyone's coming forward. We'll make a decision, and
we've even got someone on YouTube saying lemur no. Oh, we got it's 2 no's and 2 yeses at the moment.
Yeah, it's your decision, Alex. If you'll start this round, I've brought the seal. Sorry.
Too much information. You want 7 points? No. Oh, the no's seem to be leading at the moment. Andrea Sangster, lemur undecided. Thank you for that. Very pragmatic. Even people on Twitch are saying no. We've got cross-platform decisions tonight. Unfortunately, we're not going to go with lemur. Sorry, Sam. The no's have it for this one, unfortunately. All right, so all your answers end. I'm lemurring on the fence, says Paul. Paul's playing the even game there. He's saying no on. He's playing the fence on Facebook, but he's saying no on Twitch. Sorry to rat you out, Paul. Right. See, there's Max in the other room. I'll start, but I am going to be doing the evens for this round. So number one. What is the name of Jeremy Clarkson's show on Amazon? Sorry, Paul. Sorry.
Oh, I can join in then.
I'm doing evens for this round anyway, but
okay, you do evens then. When we come to the answers, I want to say something.
So the name of Jeremy Clarkson's show on Amazon. Don't forget, all of these answers end with R. If your answer doesn't end with R, you are probably wrong. Number two, a muntjac is what type of animal? A muntjac is what type of animal?
And Joe's put, by the way, gang, I'm reunited with my partner in crime. She's managed to put some juice in her phone battery. Her phone runs on orange.
It was better when you were in the room. Kathy Clark says, where's Bertie tonight? Bertie tends to not play on Friday much.
No.
He goes out. Don't know why. Nothing out there. Stay here with the quiz.
Yeah. Oh, that was a different kind of ding.
Why is that doing it?
I don't know. See, it's after 9 o'clock. It seems as if after 9 o'clock everything happens.
It still says do not disturb at the top.
Yeah. That's it. I don't get it. But that was a message coming through that time, I think.
Sorry, Paul. You're doing this cry face on Twitch. Okay, moving on. Number three.
It was a message from Laura about my do not disturb. It's scheduled, but when it comes to the quiz, I actually put it onto manual as well, so that it's definitely switched on. onto Do Not Disturb. So I genuinely do not know why it makes the noise, and it waits till 9 o'clock before it does it.
Anyway.
Number 3. Is it me?
Yeah.
Jarrow is a town in which county?
She just revealed that she has 3% battery remaining, so she's not confident she'll be with us at the end of the evening. Oh dear.
Dear.
It was apple juice. Very good, David. Very good.
Oh,
apple juice.
That's a worthy of the cryptic round. That was,
yeah, that was good. Apple juice. Very good. I like that. All right, moving on. Number 4. Which Welsh singer was born Gaynor Hopkins? So which Welsh singer was born Gaynor Hopkins? I had a teacher called Gaynor. I can't remember what she taught though.
Wasn't that the one that was from America?
No, this is in secondary school.
All right.
Yeah.
Question number 5. Which semi-precious stone is a form of fossilised tree resin? David Rees is getting a lot of likes for his was apple juice. I can feel an eerie silence.
Does that mean you want me to put the music on?
No.
Okay, no. Moving on, number 6. Number 6. Who created the novels that inspired the TV series Inspector Morse? So who created the novels that inspired the TV series Inspector Morse? You need the full name. The first name may or may not end with an R, but the surname definitely does. But you do need the full name to get the full 2 points. So bear that in mind.
Question number 7. Which of these was invented first? The parking meter or the helicopter? The parking meter or the helicopter? I've got a tale to tell at the end when we do the answers for this one.
So as always, try and have at least 1 50-50 for number 7.
Mm-hmm.
It's our little pattern that we like to do. Oh, is that what you think, Paul? Oh. Well. Well, Anyway, we move on. Number 8.
What the hell was that?
Number 8. Who was the first boxer to beat Muhammad Ali as a professional? So who was the first boxer to beat Muhammad Ali as a professional? Again, full name for the full 2 points. The first name may end with an R. It may or may not, but the surname definitely does end with an R. What are you doing?
I'm just doubling up on my information.
I love it tonight. If the only comment we get on YouTube is just Samantha Abnett saying Lima, no.
So what was the answer to that? I think it was more nose, wasn't it?
The nose had it, yeah.
The nose had it. Question number 9. What is Adam's ale more commonly known as?
What? What the hell's going on there?
I don't know. I don't get it. I honestly, I do not get it. You've seen me not touched the phone before before all this started. It's just bonkers.
Thank you, Paul.
After 9 o'clock, it's weird.
But not always. It's like I said last week. It was something like 9:25 they started doing it.
Yeah, it just varies, but it's always seems to be round about 9 o'clock on average.
It's not scheduled for that though. Yours is scheduled for at night, isn't it? When you go to sleep.
Yeah, mine's scheduled at night when I go to sleep. My do not disturb.
Anyway, fine. Number 10. Number 10. The Mississippi is an Algonquin Indian name meaning big what? So the Mississippi is an Algonquin Indian name meaning big what?
This chair's a bit hard. My bum's going to sleep. Just saying. I'm going to get a cushion. Got the Marvel cushion.
What a marvel it is.
It's a marvellous idea of mine to do this. Makes me rise up a bit. Oh, my head's still in this shot. Just. Because it disappears slightly.
Got bold then.
Doesn't it?
Alright, so there you go. That was your 10. We're going to go through into the recap.
It doesn't half age me when I go bald.
I will say nothing. You know who you are.
Someone's trying to circumvent things, are they?
Don't forget the round ends with R. The beginnings mean nothing. There we go. Hello. So don't forget they all end in an R. The start is irrelevant. What?
That doesn't end in R. It's in a T. Oh, sorry, you missed that because I was having a bit of a cough. Thank you, Peter. Another one, Pit. You did say that you were holding on till 9 o'clock before you were putting any donations forward. But thank you. Seriously, those £2 that you're giving us do ultimately build up. Thank you very much.
Yeah, we really do appreciate it. We don't want to bug you with it, but we always are really appreciative of it.
It's nowhere near we're in for the long haul, and they're talking 6 months at 10 p.m. closure. Even though that's having negative effects, because like there's all that everyone jumping on the tube at 10 o'clock, which was a bit bonkers in London. But that means it's going to be at least 6 months before we can get back to the pubs.
We had a brief moment when we did the station. We were really appreciative of the station for doing it, but
ending at 10 o'clock, it's just not going to be viable for them.
No.
So we've got 6 months at least now before we get back to the pubs.
You don't have a PayPal account? Yes, I believe you can.
You go in as guest. You just go in as guest, and you just put your card detail in.
And people have said, is there another way to donate? We think PayPal is the only safe way for you to donate.
We are looking at Patreon, because we're thinking of actually creating, within the tiers of Patreon, an actual special quiz purely for those Patreon viewers that will run once a month.
Yeah.
But that would be a lot of different things that the patrons want us to do. Yeah.
Again, we're not trying to squeeze money out of you, but we are just looking for different avenues that we can
literally just to make money,
just to keep ourselves afloat. We're not even spending it on trivial things. You know, we'd love to be able to say we're earning enough we can buy sort our cars out and things like that, but we're just not. We're not making any money, and everything that you do give either goes on our bills or on our shopping. We worked out it costs us £23 to stream a single quiz due to the internet and the fact that we pay for the streaming service to use it on multiple platforms. So even every quiz we do is £23 that we use up.
Yeah.
So it ultimately does add up quite a bit.
And that's not even allowing for the broadband that we have in the house to get us out in the first place.
Yeah. So yeah.
Anyway, let's leave that to one side.
Long and short of it, we're grateful for any donations that you have. We're always really appreciative. Yes.
Okay, I'm going to do the answer to that one, but you can do the rest.
Okay. 10:30 in Munich, wimps, says Hannah's.
All right, Hannah's. Basically, it's 10 o'clock kick out. that it's at 10 o'clock that they have to leave the building. So the actual last orders is probably 9:15, because they literally have to have, well, they kick people out before then, because you've literally got to have the building empty at 10 o'clock.
Yeah, we've got a comment about our Twitch allows subscribers, but basically at the moment only 3 or 4 people watch, so having the subs open might actually end up losing us money at the moment.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Right, I think it's time for answers.
Indeed. Let's do it. Woo! Pause the music. Alright, so these are all 2 points each. They all ended with the letter R. Andrea now has 5% battery. It's all that apple juice she's been drinking. Right. Number 1, the name of Jeremy Clarkson's show on Amazon. They are The Grand Tour. The Grand Tour. I think you've got one out that's called Seaman, which is about them being on boats.
Thank you. Someone first name beginning with C. Thank you so much. Seriously, it does mean a lot to us.
Yes, thank you. Number 2, a muntjac is what type of animal? It is a deer. A deer for number 2. Jarrow is a town in which county? Loving my engine tonight. Thank you, Joe. I'm trying. Keeping up my...
He's very trying.
I actually wasn't feeling very, very good earlier, so I had to take a few cold and flu tablets because I was... Nothing that you can. Jarrow is in Tyne and Wear. Tyne and Wear. A bit of a trickier one, that one, because it ends in a now, but it's not one word like you would think.
Yes.
The answer ends in now. Number 4.
Okay, which Welsh singer was born Gaynor Hopkins? She didn't do very well under the name Gaynor Hopkins, so she came up with this new name and her life turned around. It is, of course, Bonnie Tyler.
Her life turned around.
It was a bright move. You could see it in her eyes.
Paul says, have we gone back in time? I'm sure I saw Marty and Doc on Monday night. Yes, I don't generally change for Friday. But I might start doing it because we've got so many suggestions the other week.
Yes, we've got tons of really good ones, apart from last Monday's.
Also, if you do want to laugh at something, Bonnie Tyler on Nevermind the Buzzcocks was fantastic. She got absolutely off her face drunk. To the one point, she couldn't barely speak, and then at one point they was talking about something, and she just went, red wine, and then stopped talking again for the 10 minutes. It was amazing. She was absolutely off her face.
We'll have to watch that.
It's very funny, very funny. Number 5, the semi-precious stone. It is amber. Amber for number 5. Number 6, who created the novels that inspired the TV series Inspector Morse?
Tricky one, this.
It was Colin Dexter. Colin Dexter for number 6.
Point for first name, point for surname.
I do remember the TV show Nightmare, yes. For Twitch viewers there. Number 7, the invention that came first. Was it the parking meter or the helicopter? It was the helicopter.
Yeah, the story goes with the parking meter that it was a shop owner who got annoyed that people would just literally park in the street and just leave it there all day, which meant that his new customers couldn't come in. So he got the parking meters put in, and that meant people actually drove away again, which meant more space for new customers. And that's how they came about.
Number 8, who was the first boxer to beat Muhammad Ali as a professional? Well done if you got this. 1 point for first name, point for surname. It's Joe Frazier. Joe Frazier for number 8. Well done if you got that one. Number 9, Adam's Ale, more commonly known. It is water. I like to call it Corporation Pop. As one of my friends' neighbours used to have. Corporation Pop. So water for number 9. And finally, number 10. The Mississippi is an Algonquin Indian name meaning big river.
What else could it be?
Big river. Joe says, hey Dorinda, I have a very good chum, Dorinda Bennett in Worthing. You're the only 2 Dorindas that I've ever met. I don't think I've ever met a Dorinda other than Dorinda from one of our quizzes. Okay, so there's your 10. Yeah, question number 7 says, Roy, your friend Vincent van Gogh invented the copter. Yeah, you can go off folk, Roy, as my grandma likes to say. You can go off folk.
Just on a slightly serious matter, tomorrow I am going to be creating a petition. I will put it up on the quiz, actually, if people want to join it. It is a bit more on it is slightly soapboxy. Thank you, whoever that is. It is slightly soapboxy from my point of view, but I think it's a really valid point, and we'll see what happens with it. So just watch out for that tomorrow. If you feel that you want to join that petition, please do so. And it isn't to do with music for once.
I want to say one thing. Baggy chicken.
Baggy chicken?
Say no more.
I don't get baggy chicken.
It's fine. Doesn't matter.
Are you taking the mick out of me again?
Leave it at that.
Does anyone else understand baggy chicken? Because I don't.
I know someone will know it. So there are your scores. Get them all in there. It's got 54. Not bad as I'm playing by myself, said Sarah. Well done.
Should be 53 after she gave me some naughty comments.
16 is my total score tonight. Sorry for being late, says Paul on Twitch. It's fine. You can always watch later on. You can always rewind it. Baggy chicken. You can always rewind it, Paul. Yeah, we might open up. We're not getting political. No, not on the stream.
No, it's not. Yeah, there is a slight political element to it, so I'm not going on the stream. If you want to join in it, please do. If you want to sign it, it's just asking you to just be watching out for it. That's all.
You joined with Charlie again, says Bev. Well done. Gangsters, of course I can. Put you right there. Wait. Gangsters. The scores was 20, 20, 12 and 20. 72.
Ooh, good scores from the Ging Gang
Goody Goody what's it?
Yes.
Sort range.
Ging Gang Goo.
Yeah. There you go. We got 70. We counted Lima because you're allowed seahorse. Sam. Fair enough, Sam.
Despite everyone else saying no.
If that's the hill you want to die on, Sam, that's fine by us. Don't worry about it.
There's no one with a score on 70 up there.
They're probably filling it in now.
Oh, okay.
Wow. Firebreeze Rubber Ducks filled it in fast. I loved it. Really great. Congrats, Bev, says Charlie Rant. Love to see it. Bit of an inter-team banter. Giving yourself pats on the backs, firm handshakes all round. Tommy plus 4 got full marks.
I have no idea whose teeth I'm wearing tonight. I really have been a bit tonight, haven't I? I don't know.
Roy Johnson said, "Good night, guys. See you Monday. Dithda."
Dithda?
I imagine that's Welsh.
Ah.
Well done, Tommy 4 plus, says Bev, page Swan.
What's Tommy got?
80.
Oh, good score.
Oh, Paul, I can put your score in like that if you want. You can always watch again and put your score in afterwards.
Yeah, that might be a better way of doing it.
Take whatever score you had before after you tuned in and add it to what you would have before. If that makes any sense. Thank you very much, Sarah. Thanks for playing. I shall see you tomorrow. Night, guys. See you Monday. Do love the Friday banter. If you love the Friday banter, Pev, make sure you share it with your friends. Let them join in. They can watch us argue. They can pay on the PayPal. They hear the phone ding. See Mark's little face light up every time.
Going back to the start of the quiz, that passport.
Cornish. I'm sorry, Roy. That's really insulting. Sorry. That
passport back to our roots, where you can see big name artists in small little venues that you'll not see again. As I say, you've got Pet Shop Boys at the Electric Ballroom in London. And you've got Russell Watson in Manchester, the fantastic Katie Tunstall. She's in Dunfermline as well as London. I'm trying to think who else was on it. I can't remember.
Paul Molyneux says, now you have another 6 months working from home and pubs chucking out early. We need more quizzes. Down straight, we will provide.
Yes, we are. We are putting a package together for companies. So we do a private quiz for companies and their customers or just their colleagues, which will be bespoke particularly to that firm in any way they want it to be. So if you're working for a bigger firm that wants to might be interested in that side of things, please do have a word with your HR department or your management line. Yeah, that would really help.
Yeah, we're looking forward to making live quizzes bespoke to certain people, companies. Even if you want a birthday quiz, we are looking at them. We're going to let you know about prices later down the line.
I used my sewing machine to take in baggy chicken. I don't understand this, but I'm going to have to look it up on the internet now, what this baggy chicken's about.
Thank you, Bev. Sue Lawrence says, one of our better nights tonight. Love the cryptic round once we've got our head round it.
Yes, it is that sort of thing. Once you've got one or two, it sort of ticks in.
Looking forward to Bev's place on Monday, says Joe. Do you think she has perspex screens to protect me from a potential alleged germs? And Bev says, lol, I will get them installed over the weekend. So yeah, quiz going to come live from Bev Page Swan's house next week. We'll see you there.
Wonderful. I love the banter between you guys. You know, as much as it's banter with us, I love the banter particularly on a Friday. It tends to be more on a Friday where you get that banter between you guys. It's really, really great.
Hannah says, even gave us 2 points for the expensive mammal Ridgeback.
Paul, you'll have to look back on the past bits that you've missed about why everyone's piling round to Bev's.
Everyone to Bev for some more Bevs. Tell me the address, says Paul. Speaking of Bevs, we were when you sent us that lovely care package of wine, Mark found his new favourite brand, which is that 19 Crimes. The red wine. Red wine, he couldn't get enough of it. Can't get perspex screens, stretch out some cling film.
I love Andrea's. Andrea is sort of known to me for her practicality.
Thank you, Fiona. See you on Monday. Thanks for playing.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Paul, it's absolutely no problem at all. You were doing us a huge favour. So whenever you take time, we're not expecting anything else.
No, that wasn't a hint. It was just saying that. Yes, if it's there in this, if I'm getting some wine and it's there, it's one I go for.
Yeah, as I said, but that wasn't a hint. We're not expecting anything else from you. It was just nice to be thought of. That's all. Thank you very much, Paul. Right, I realise that the music isn't playing, so I'll put it back.
Music. I like how you're now calling it music.
Joan says, thank you and good night. Thank you very much, Joan.
Thank you very much.
And the Noski servants. It was cheap as chips. Does that mean you robbed it? Is that why it's a 19 crime?
He's turning into that antiques guy.
Cheap as chips, yeah.
Dickinson. Somewhat Dickinson.
Hannah's.
Thank you, Hannah's. I do want to get back over to Munich, mate. I really do. I'm chomping at the bit. I'm assuming that Oktoberfest was completely cancelled over there this year, which I reckon would be really hard for you guys.
Paul said it was $4.95. It wasn't where we bought it from.
No.
If you want an alternative to 19 Crimes, and you can't go wrong with Hereford from Co-op on offer this week at £5. Thank you very much, Joe. I quite like McGuigan's Black Label Red. It is cheap. It's about £5. I got some downstairs, and it is really nice.
You've got some in?
Yeah, I'm not having it tonight though. Really nice.
I thought we had no alcohol. I always share my wine with you.
Right. Let's not get into it now. Bev says, night everyone, have a good weekend.
Good night, everyone. Service. Yes.
Don't forget to bring a bottle on Monday. We will do.
Yes. I have, yeah.
Secret alcohol gate, yeah. No, Paul, we used to buy them in, but now we're not getting as many people watching. We're trying to cut back as best we can. So every now and again we have it. And again, that Black Label Red is only £5, so it's not exactly breaking the bank. So yeah, that's why I enjoy getting that one.
Right, I think it's a timer.
Right then, we're going to leave you in a minute then.
It seems that everyone else knows about baggy chicken apart from me.
It would be weird if they did, because it's something that only a couple of people I know about. But anyway, I'm glad the people are still trying to take it in. Whatever reasons you take out of it is up to you. It's fine. Oh, Paul, thank you so much, man. That's really nice of you.
Thank you.
Amazing. And honestly, we weren't hinting that we wanted you to send us more. Honestly.
No, tonight has been a lot of fun. I've really, really enjoyed tonight.
Joe, the Black Label Red is really, you find it everywhere. I get it from Asda for £5. You can get it from an off license. They're usually quite cheap.
Yeah, your local off license does it, doesn't it?
Yeah, Black Label Red, McGuigan's. It really is. It's nice, just a nice drinking wine. Nothing fancy. Thank you, Carrie Lee. See you on Monday. Thanks for playing.
Right, well, this is our final time.
And that ring does mean...
It's time to go Bye.
Bye. We'll leave you to the post quiz and we'll see you soon. Thank you.
Bye.